a good amount of their seats. And, I think that's due to the fact that the performance with the Vikings, like you said, it depends about schedules and stuff like that. We're not going to get into detail, but it definitely comes down to the performance of the other teams. And I was just shocked to see the Timberwolves. I thought they would be dead last, with the Kings ahead of them. Just because the Kings are in California. California's a big state, and Minnesota has really nothing to rely on with the Timberwolves. So that's probably the shocker on this list to me.
Right, I'd be interested to see, which would require probably a little more work on the hands of whoever does these type of stats, but taking stats of a city that has a basketball and hockey team and take their attendance numbers while they have a professional football team playing. Because it's an example in Minnesota. The NFL plays 16 games, every Sunday, which you could argue leaves more time for fans to go to Wild and Timberwolves games, But if a football team is really good in the city, do the fans even bother going to the basketball games or bother going to the hockey games? Because football is big in Minnesota.
Right.
And I don't know how big hockey is. I don't know how big basketball is. We can tell by some of the numbers that it's relatively popular, but like I said, it comes down to an investment. Obviously there's people with money who have season tickets and can go to every game, or just a casual fan that can go to pretty much every game. But not your average family can just shell out $200 every time they want to go see their team play.
Right.
So I think it's a little bit different. I think it depends on how good the team's playing and the market of the city that they're in, because honestly, I know
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Right. I know that for me, I live in New York, but I'm not a Knicks fan. But if the Knicks were the top team in the East, and say I was kind of a fan of hockey, and the Rangers weren't doing that well, I'd probably go see the Knicks. If I'm gonna, and obviously it's on you, but if you're gonna spend $200, I don't have a family either, so it's a little different. But if you had a family, you're gonna take four people to a game. I'd rather go see, a game where I think the hometown team has a chance at winning, than to take my kids.
Not you specifically. You wouldn't do that. You would probably go see a basketball game.
Oh, of course, because I'm not a big hockey fan at all.
Right.
But this will never happen. But if baseball and basketball ran at the same time, and I'm a bigger basketball fan than I am a baseball fan. I'm a huge Yankees fan, but I'm a bigger basketball fan. If the Yankees were playing and the Knicks were playing, and the Knicks were struggling like they were a couple years ago, and the Yankees were doing what they were doing, I'd go see a Yankees game, even though I'm a bigger basketball fan, because I know that team has a chance at has a better chance to win.
I think you're a bigger Yankees fan than you are a Knicks.
Yeah, certainly. I'm not a Knicks fan at all.
Yeah, no.
But I am a big basketball fan.
If the Knicks, exactly. I'm just saying if the Knicks were pretty good, and they were playing during the Yankees season, and the Yankees were pretty good.
That would
have to balance out.
If they were of equal talent, I'd probably say I'd go see a Knicks game, just because I'm a bigger basketball fan.
Right.
But you also have to throw in that baseball plays 162 games.
Yep.
And the NBA plays 82 games, so it's almost about half.
Yeah. With that, I'll probably take a quick break. Once we get back, we're going to continue talking about money, I guess you could say, with the lockout and stuff like that. So you're listening to WSCB 89.9 FM, The Birthplace, with the Flipside with MJ and the Rook.
The Rook?
And we'll be right back after this.